The French Quarter was loud with Mardi Gras drums and torchlight, but in a shadowed alley off Rampart Street, Celeste Moreau found a silence that felt wrong. She crouched beside a rusted grate leading into old bootlegger tunnels, her notebook ready, her amulet warm against her chest. Julien Dubois had uncovered part of the network with Tommy Russo, and Celeste had followed the trail to prove the Order was using it to hide ritual paths and masks. She opened the grate and climbed down into the damp dark. The tunnel walls sweated with mold, and the air carried the stale smell of liquor and stone. Her flashlight found a crescent moon scratched into the brick, then another, then a narrow fork marked with chalk. She sketched quickly, tracing exits toward Jackson Square, Pirates Alley, and a hidden route to Magnolia's End. Every new mark made the danger clearer, but it also made her feel closer to the truth. Then she heard boots behind her. 3 masked figures emerged from the dark, their crescent moon faces blank and cruel. Celeste turned to run, but one of them seized her arm. Another wrenched the notebook from her hand. She fought hard, striking out with her free elbow, but a cloth pressed over her mouth carried the bitter sting of chloroform. The last thing she saw was her flashlight rolling away across the stones, its beam spinning over the wall before everything went black. Across the quarter, Julien pushed through the parade crowd with growing dread. Celeste had vanished from the newsroom without a word, and her trail led him straight to Rampart Street. He found the grate standing open and hurried into the tunnel with a lantern in one hand and his revolver under his coat. The underground passage was colder than the street above, and the silence there felt deliberate. He found Celeste's shattered flashlight first, then her notebook lying open in a shallow puddle. He dropped to one knee and scanned the pages. Her careful sketches mapped the tunnel system in full, and one page circled Magnolia's End in red ink with the words Final Crescent written beside it. Another line, half smeared by water, mentioned the Order moving tonight and masks proving Devereaux's control. Julien's jaw tightened. Celeste had been close enough to expose them, and they had taken her to silence her before the final ritual. The notebook confirmed what he feared most. The ritual was not coming. It was already in motion. He tucked the notebook inside his coat and looked back down the dark tunnel. Celeste was still alive. He refused to believe otherwise. But time was narrowing, the drums above ground beating like a warning, and Magnolia's End had become the center of everything the Order had built in secret. Julien climbed back into the night with the map burning in his pocket and resolve hardening in his chest.